In today's edition of Swarm of Comics, I'll be unboxing a batch of CGC books I just got back. It's a modern submission. And guess who's back co-hosting with me?
Oh,
Say hi, Bill.
hi, Bill.
That's not funny. So this batch of books will have the first two books my brother has ever gotten slabbed. And thank you, Tom Anderson at the Silver Age Comics, for submitting those books for us. So are you excited, Bill?
Yes.
All right, stick around. We're going to go through a batch. This is part one, actually. We're going to split this into two videos to see if we can get more views so we can literally make tens of dollars. We could make money with this. All right, don't make any money. Welcome to Swarm of Comics. I am Randy, your handsome and humble host.
And I'm Bill, your younger co-host.
It's never going to let me forget that he's my younger brother. Let me tell you, when we were young and I was the oldest out of all the kids, that was the coolest. You got the better privileges. You were always older. And now that I'm actually old, that's not cool anymore. That's not cool.
I'm not far behind.
It's true. But I am a year, month, and 3 days older than you, which used to be bragging, but now I'm just old. We haven't talked about that in the last video.
I think that it might have, yeah.
But we are here together with you today in a special occasion to open up a modern submission of a bunch of books we sent off to CGC. And as the very eloquent and well-scripted intro video said, my brother Bill has a couple of books in there that he's getting slabbed. Now, what did you know about slabbing before you came to hang out with me for the last video and you got slabbed? I mean, did you know anything about it?
I knew nothing about it until last summer when we went up to Montreal and you explained the whole process to me. I knew zero about it before that.
Did I bore you on the whole car ride driving all the way to Montreal?
Not the entire 6 hours, no. But I was fascinated by it because I literally knew nothing about it. And obviously I've been watching your videos and they're very entertaining and educational. I did not realize how much you know about the industry and about the history of comics. I'm really impressed with everything that you share with the community. And so I knew my very modest collection that we went over in the last video.
Watch that video.
Yeah, it's a fun video.
It is.
That I didn't have any, like I said, I didn't have any surprises, no Hulk 181s or New Mutants 98. But I had a couple that were surprising to me that they were worth like something, like maybe probably 2 figures, maybe 3 figures, and that maybe. And so
I'm sure you're looking at the camera.
All right, I'm looking at the camera. All right,
I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm looking
What's down here? You know, he's looking at my beautiful little wedding cube. Oh,
yeah.
How cute is that?
Oh.
You can look at that too.
All right. I'll look at him. So I thought, oh, they're worth something. And so that was kind of a surprise and a novelty to me. So I thought, oh, well, for something not completely worthless, it'd be cool to have it in the plastic case and just have something to display.
Because it's a nice, I mean, you could have used top loaders, which is sort of like hard plastic things that you slide in, but you decided to get it graded.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of curiosity, is fun as an experiment.
Yeah. I just wanted to try it out and see what happens, see what condition they're in, and find out maybe if it's worth like $5 or $10. I don't know.
Yeah. So if you go back and you watch a video, you look for the fun little thumbnail with our 2 handsome faces on there, watch that video, you'll see you'll see both books. We've already gone over them. I don't know if we talked about in that video whether we were going to slab them, but that was the decision that was made post that video. Yeah. So there's 2 books that were kind of important to Bill, and he liked them and he thought they were in pretty good condition, and they seemed like they were worth getting done. And that's an eternal question with all people who slab books. Yeah. We're not flippers. No. If we were flippers, you really have to say to yourself, resellers, flippers, comic dealer, whatever you want to call it or whatever you are, if you get a book slabbed, you want to make sure what you paid for the book, plus your pressing and cleaning, if you would do that, you should do it, plus the submission, plus shipping, both ways
Hmm.
is worth it.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're a comic collector or comic seller, reseller, or whatever it is, you have a book you paid $20 for, and then it costs you $20 to get it done, to get it slabbed, plus shipping, throw $5 in there, $10 for pressing. You're now in it for $55.
Hmm.
If you're not a very good flipper, if once you get it done, that book's worth $55, $50, $65, it's not worth it. So you got to be careful with it. But if you're doing something for fun and because you want to just encapsulate it, have a nice way to display it, it's worth doing. So
Yeah. And I will say Daredevil 180, which was important enough to get on a shirt. Could
sure,
be
link will be in
Yeah.
the description
Hmm.
for that shirt, and maybe this one.
Yeah.
Are you loving the Bronze Age brothers?
Yeah,
That should that be our channel? Like when we get together, like the Bronze Age boys.
That's cool.
I like that.
I can go with that.
I like that. I have not Googled
Yeah.
it. That might already be a thing, but the Bronze Age boys, the Bronze Age boys are here with you.
Yeah.
So you're already giving away one of the books that you slabbed.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
It's on his shirt.
It's this one.
Frank Miller.
Yep. This could be ultimately the most important comic book that I have ever read. Yeah.
Bronze Age Billy over here is a writer. We're hoping we're not jinxing him, but he's just signed a contract with the publisher for publishing his first novel.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully you're going to watch this in the far future and you'll be like, what? I know him as an author. He's got like 8 books and they stink. No, well, I hope not the last part.
We'll see.
So,
but yeah, but I can explain more of that later if we have time. But
we are.
Yeah.
So this is part 1. We've got a bunch of books, so we're going to split them up. We're going to go through a bunch of them and guess sort of what's halfway through. I'm going to reach in the magic box next to me. And we're going to start pulling them out. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure your books are in this batch.
All right, we'll see.
They might be in the next one.
All right, we'll find out.
No, how are you? We're not rehearsing this stuff here, folks. But anyway,
But stay tuned.
Stay tuned. There'll be part 2, which means I need to do 2 thumbnails, and I've got a lot of pressure because those thumbnails are so good. Like, oh, all right. I do not know why, because I did not do the submitting of these, but one of the books came back by itself in its own box.
Okay.
And then there's a whole other box full of books. So we're going to look at the first one. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to hide it from you guys because I'm not very good at hiding the grades. So I don't know if you've watched my last videos or yeah. So we're going to,
You see a little peek.
yeah. And I don't remember which side which side is the grade on? Other side.
Yep.
And I don't want to see the grade on the back. If you watch one of my other videos, I picked up 1 through 12 of Marvel superheroes, Secret Wars. Some of them are direct editions. Some of them are newsstands. They're all in okay to nice condition. And I got most of them slabbed. Some of them just wasn't worth it.
Right.
Out of 12 issues, I think I got 9 of them slabbed or 8 of them. So there might be a bunch of these in here. So this is Marvel Super Secret Heroes Wars or something like that. So let's see what the grade is on that. 8.5. That is way lower than I expected.
Oh, really?
No, this book is in absolute fantastic condition.
Yeah.
You're never going to see this on the camera, but there is not, every corner is sharp. Every corner is sharp. There's not a single spine tick on there. The colors are bright as can be.
Yeah.
No color breaking spine ticks on the back. I guess you can see a little fold
Crease.
there, but an 8.5. Ooh, that's terrible.
Oh, wow. And they don't explain, do they? They don't.
There might be graders notes.
Okay.
To look up graders notes, I got to look up the books and I would see the grades.
Oh, okay.
So it spoils
All
all
right.
this.
Right.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, wow. That looks really good.
That is the best presenting 8.5 you will ever see in your lives.
All right.
Well, now I'm excited to make a thumbnail telling you guys how disappointed I am in this submission. Everybody loves disappointment. There's not a fingerprint on here. Wow, that stinks. That stinks at 8.5. I thought it was gonna be like a 9.6. Like, I'm not even close.
Wow.
And it's not even worth submitting again.
Yeah.
This has been pressed and everything. This stinks. This is terrible.
I'm sorry.
Your books are doomed.
I
Also, by the way, like this is one of the killers, like issue 1 and issue 8 and actually issue 7 with first, Spider Woman and stuff like that.
oh, right, yeah.
This one looked like it was in one of the best condition. The other ones must be terrible. Oh,
Auspicious beginnings.
that,
Oh,
that ain't good, folks. All right, on to the next book. If these start to get that bad, we might be through this in one video if I get mad enough. All
let's
right,
see.
let's see. What do we got next here?
Oh, Daredevil 181.
Daredevil 181. And this book is the death of Elektra. I submitted this knowing that it had spine ticks and a tear at the top. You can probably see that right there. I actually have had this book since I was a kid. This, is taken care of as good as you could when you were 12 years old or whatever it is. So I was not expecting this to be high grade. If this comes in 7 or higher, 7, I'll be happy. So let's see what it is. Are you guys ready for disappointment?
Sure.
Come on.
What?
How is this
Really
better than this? Has a whole bend. Oh, you're never going to see it. A whole bend up the whole side here, a tear at the top, huge spine ticks right there.
Wow.
And a spine roll. You can see the back pages from right here. And this is a nice, I'm not complaining.
Hey, we got Legend of the Lone Ranger toys on the back.
And this isn't that much different in age. It's not like I'm saying, well, a Bronze Age book from 1970 compared to a Bronze Age book in 1985. This is 1982. This is 1984. These are literally just 2 years apart.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I wish my crappy camera, you guys could see how good this Secret Wars is. Maybe the Graders Notes will tell me that it's got like 6 pages missing or something like that. That is bonkers, folks.
So this is from like the original, like our shared Daredevil collection way back that we did in the
I didn't
80s,
rebuy
right?
anything. This is what we bought.
Yeah.
This is from 1982.
So we probably got from New England Comics, right?
Probably New England Comics. It's a Frank Miller story, Frank Miller art, Klaus Janson as well. Beautiful book, Death of Elektra, which is again huge influence here. This is issue 181, right?
Yeah.
After that,
right after that, yeah.
All right, so that's a good one. That was a good submission.
That is good.
That's a good one. I'm sorry if I offended anybody in the Chef Boyardee community. That's a good one, eh? All right. Punisher #1.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember that.
Yep, this is my original books. I bought this in 1986. This has spine ticks up and down the whole thing on this dark cover, so they show right up. I am not expecting a high grade on this. This was certainly just a vanity book that I wanted graded because it was mine and I liked it. And if I was, this might be a 7 or 7.5 if I'm lucky. Oh, it's got an awful spine roll. You can see half the cover on the back. All right, let's see what this is. Dun, 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 dun. What? Come on. Come on. If you could see how many spine ticks are, oh, you can almost see it right there. The whole thing is spine ticks up and down the spine. Come on, it's got a spine roll. You can see pages at the top and no pages down here, which means it's crooked. And you can see half the front cover on the back. You can also see my light ring. Come on.
Got GoBots, I think.
Oh, GoBots.
Yeah.
Come on. They were fine.
Poor man's Transformers.
The whole top is messed up along the edge there. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's like kind of wrinkled.
Yeah, it's wrinkled.
Yeah.
There's like an indent wrinkle there, but
that was a good series.
This is a great series. I mean, Mike Zeck. So I think I just did #1.
Oh, really?
I think I just did #1. I didn't do the others.
Now, didn't they mess that up where it was like, can I see the top?
Yes, so the top is
originally was a
4
4-issue series.
Well, it wasn't originally. They just made it wrong.
Okay.
And they figured it out it was really a 5-issue and they corrected it. So it says 5-issue later on.
It does, yes. That's what.
So I'm also going to tell you that there's either a crease right here across the whole back, or somebody's hair is in there.
Or they maybe like
somebody
wrote on something on top of it or something.
Yeah.
Like it's
either a crease. Oh, that could be a printer's crease. Okay. All right. Yay!
9.6.
9.6. That's
Poor Secret Wars.
Secret Wars got a beating. That was terrible. It was terrible. All right. That was
The
terrible.
redheaded stepchild of this batch.
I honestly,
Apologies
that
for
Secret Wars, I thought, apologies to all redheads. We apologize. There should be disclaimers at the beginning of these apologies. So far, I apologize to the redheads and
Chef
the
Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee community. Yeah, that's Secret Wars. I was hoping for a 9.6, but secretly thought it could have been a 9.8. It was that good. 8.5. They might as well have said, hey, here's a nickel. Your book's worth a nickel. Hey,
Hey, here we are.
are you going to unbox your own book?
No, my hands will be shaking too much.
He's too nervous.
180. Yeah. Hey.
All right.
All right.
This is the first book Bronze Age Billy
Mm.
has ever got slabbed.
Yeah.
I'm holding both sides because I don't know why all the slab books, I can't remember which side the friggin' number's on.
All right.
All
What
right.
do we got?
Now, again, we're going to say this. So my brother Bill bought this book. This is not the original book. We still have
No.
the original book. I think I showed it in another video and it's
Yeah.
pretty beat up. We read
Yeah.
it a million times.
Yeah.
This is one he bought aftermarket. And did you pay
$5.
$5 for it?
$5 for it.
So you paid $5 for it.
Yes.
And this is in decent shape.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess. I'm going to tell you some spine text. I'm going to guess you're going to get a 9.2 on this.
All right. I'm
Ready?
happy with that. Yeah.
I
All
know.
right. I know.
I know.
All right. I'll take
Get
it.
close.
Yeah.
You got some bends right here in the back.
Mm.
People forget the back cover.
Mm.
I know.
All right. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
So a 9.0.
Yeah.
For my brothers.
All right. Hey, my first book. My first slab.
First slab.
Mm.
Yeah, get the ring light right on there.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
I'm very happy with it.
Good.
Yeah.
And as a note, he didn't care what he got for a grade.
No.
He just wanted to get graded.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I had no expectation.
Daredevil 180, very important to Bill's
Yep. Yep.
Writing career
Yep.
and
Influence on my writing
influence
style.
on his writing style.
Yeah, I'll say very quickly. In my novel, there's the narrator's the main character, and then the other main character is a deputy sheriff, and his name is Vance Miller, and that last name is not an accident. So that's my tribute to Frank Miller. That's how much he's meant to me over the years.
You still looking at the camera?
No, I am now. But yeah, wow, that's awesome.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Hey, for
Thank you
$5
doing that.
book.
Yeah.
So you're in at 25, you're in for $30.
I don't know what it's worth, and I don't really care.
You don't really care, right?
Yeah.
You actually might have paid more for the shirt.
That's okay.
You didn't. You can get those super cheap T Public. The usually have 35% off sales. Make sure you wait for 35% off sales, and make sure you get the tri-blend shirt when you're choosing shirts.
Very comfortable.
It's very comfortable,
Yeah.
super soft. All right, next book.
All right,
Ah,
that's yours.
Another vanity book.
Yep.
Because I'm loving my red covers and I'm loving my Spider
That's right.
web
Yeah.
covers,
Mm.
non-Spider-Man. So this is
188.
Daredevil 188 from 1982. Also Frank Miller story, Frank Miller cover.
Mhm.
And this is obviously with Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow,
Yep.
who used to be in his book. Actually, the book was titled Daredevil and the Black Widow
for a while.
back
Yeah.
in the 1970s, back in the early Bronze Age. This is the later Bronze Age.
Mm.
So I have no expectations on this book. It's got a big ding right. Actually, I probably almost got to say it's not going to come in high grade. My guess is an 8.
Okay.
Want to guess an 8?
All right. I'll
Let's
say
see what
it.
it is.
Hey,
Right.
you're getting good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the top is beat up.
Yeah.
This was a vanity book. So I'm also going to tell you this.
Hmm.
There's pretty beat up at the top there. I wouldn't say that was there when it was submitted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's probably not, it wasn't there.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not too bad because it came in an 8.
Yeah.
This is a display. How beautiful is that cover?
That's a great cover.
That
Yeah.
is a great cover, guys. 8.0. Probably not worth what I paid to slab it, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I've had that book since 1980 something.
Yeah.
You know, I
Mhm.
probably paid $1 for it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's underrated. So out of all the books out there, I find a lot of books are underrated. Like that's an underrated book and an underrated cover. A lot of other books get a lot of publicity. By the way, the one you're wearing has started getting more of a buzz in the last couple of years. People have started appreciating not just the Elektra stuff.
Yeah.
Not just the bullseye stuff. This is just a great story. Read Daredevil
was.
180.
It was such a good story. Yeah, with them down in the sewers and stuff.
Yep.
I think that was the first Daredevil we ever read.
It is.
Yeah.
Daredevil we ever
Right,
read. We
did you
bought it
go-
at Paperama. It's
Paperama.
the original one, the thing still has the Paperama. Paperama was a store like the Party Store, whatever it was.
Hmm.
And they had
Yeah.
then we bought it. I think it still has the sticker on it.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Yeah.
book.
Next book.
Transformers number
Really?
1. Low grade. My guess is a 7. If I'm lucky, it could be a 7.5, but probably not.
Is that a Sienkiewicz cover?
That is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Nice.
A stunning cover.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I bought this pretty cheap not long ago.
Oh, okay.
My original is probably long gone.
Okay.
The original limited series.
Yeah.
So I bought this, but again, I got this because this is so beautiful, presents good. This is another vanity book. They're not all about, oh God, what's it going to be worth someday? That's probably the books behind us, but not this one. This was just cool book. I'm hoping this gets a 7, 7.5. See?
Right.
Pleasantly surprised on the 7.5.
Oh, that's cool.
The most damage on it is on the back, and it's hard to not be damaged on this black cover. You know, you can kind of see that if I angle it right.
Yeah.
7.5. I'll take a 7.5. There's also no way this book is only 1 full grade higher than that Secret Wars number 1. Like that was robbery. That was robbery.
Someone was in a bad mood.
That was that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
CGC, you should be embarrassed.
Oh.
So cool. Transformers number 1, Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Nice.
And I've said before that I don't usually rebuy books that I got rid of a long time ago, because it's like when I sold off the majority of my collection, tens of thousands of books, I don't want to go back and buy them all again.
Yeah.
But this was a good deal, like super cheap, and I got it done. I got it slabbed.
Yeah.
The dog barking. Who wants to join us? All right. Next book, Biggs. Let's see what we got.
All right.
Secret Wars, number 10. One of the most iconic, greatest covers. Mike Zeck, of course, did all these covers.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, Jim Shooter's story. I mean, this was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
This is a newsie, as they would say, a newsstand. This is from 1985. Yep, 1985. Because the series started in 84 and ended in 85.
Dr. Doom.
Right at the end of the Bronze Age.
Yes.
So let's see what this came in. If Secret Wars number 1 came in at 85, I think we're effed. Don't say swear words.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Come on. Come on. I don't want to sound like I'm harping on this. But a 9.6. Also, a 9.6 newsie in this could be good. Oh God, I can't believe I said newsie. I hate that phrase. Somebody cares that this is a newsstand. Now, for those people out there who don't know why people care about newsstands, is the idea is, as more comic shops started opening up and people started buying comics in comic stores, less and less books were on the newsstand. They weren't at the pharmacies anymore. They weren't at the bookstores. They weren't wherever it was. Wherever you got your local comics. We got ours at a pharmacy when we were kids. We didn't know that there was comic book stores. That's a newsie. Yep. Now, the thing is, the theory is, and you guys can add to this in the comments too, if there's other reasons, is they've started becoming more and more rare, and people are always looking for variants. But also, it's not just the variant.
Yeah.
It's that kids who are buying things off the newsstands didn't take care of their books as good as somebody who was going to the comic store, and they'd go up to the rack and they'd flip through this issue and they'd find the best one in the best condition and they'd put it in a bag and board right away. People who were buying them direct, this is direct. It doesn't have a barcode or a UPC symbol. Right. So they would have something down here instead. I don't know why they thought comic stores wouldn't have scanners or barcodes, but I think what they were doing was, also trying to figure out where they should be sending the majority of their stuff. How many of these were getting scanned and sold? Should they be cutting out sending to pharmacies and bookstores and stuff, convenience stores, and should they be sending more to direct? So a newsstand is rarer because it's harder to get them in good condition, because they figured kids buying them off the rack were not taking care of them. Yeah. Also, when they were on those racks, the spinner racks, you could, it wasn't always, each bin didn't always have the same book.
Right.
So you were flipping them forward, and flipping them forward as it starts giving them creases on the spine. Yeah. So the industry and the collector industry has decided that if it's a newsstand and if it's in good shape, it's worth even more money. So this is in pretty good shape, but it is in no better shape than Secret Wars.
Yep.
I promise you, I know you can't see it, but I promise you.
I said, and I don't know if we talked about this the last time, but isn't like in the top corner with the logo, like a newsstand, from what I've understood, newsstand is just this, where if it's direct, it's the M.
Well, it depends
Does
on
that-
the year
Yeah.
and things like that. It depends on the year. I'd have to find one
Okay.
from 1982 there. Yeah, so here we go. At the time, in the very early 80s, this is an M from Marvel, and it was direct edition.
Yeah.
His looks different up in the corner.
Yeah, no M.
Plus, it's got the barcode. And as time went on, things changed around about that. There's ones that have the diamond, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that was a hard and fast rule or
No.
not, or yeah. I guess it's really whether I had the barcode or not.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
How many books do we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
We'll do 2 more books in this video.
Okay. All right.
We'll do 2 more disappointments. No, that last one wasn't a disappointment. That's Secret Wars 10, 12, Secret
10.
Wars 10 in a newsstand. 9.6 is fantastic.
Oh,
This is number 7. So number 7, this is again Mike Zeck cover, newsstand. And this is also the first appearance of the new Spider-Woman, which was Julia Carpenter. And this was her outfit. And then she was the influence in the next issue of Amazing Spider-Man when he got his new suit.
Yep.
So Spider-Man's suit got all torn up, or they're on Battle World in the middle of the space somewhere fighting the villains. And they're in all these, Battle World is made up of all these other planets cobbled together by this omnipotent being.
Yeah.
Did you follow all that?
yes.
Spider-Man's suit's all torn. He goes to some machine and it plops out a blob. And then it covers him and it turns into a suit.
And he went to a different machine than all the other heroes that were getting their costumes redone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she actually got pissed because she's like, you just copied my suit. But this was her first appearance there too. So this is a fantastic Mike Zeck cover. Space Ferret Collectibles. I will try and put this up with a pink cover when you do your pink cover days. So let's find out what the grade is on this. Lord knows what it's going to be. A 9.6 newsstand. Yay! Hey, if we're playing baseball, that's 2 for 3.
Yep.
This has got plenty of spine ticks, not color breaking. The back is really good for a black cover. In the back, it's really in good shape, and that's one of the things you look for. There's really no falseness. Matter of fact, allow me to complain for a second. This might have been a 9.8. 9.6 might be a little low for this one, but
Really?
again, I don't know what it's worth. I just knew it was worth getting done because it was just a beautiful book. It's newsstand and stuff like that. So, all right, what do we say? We're going to do one more?
Yeah.
One more. And then we're going to record another video. Should we change shirts so it looks like we did it in a different day, or should we just keep the same shirts?
It's up to you.
All right, we'll just keep the same shirt. All right, last book of this batch.
Yeah.
Another Secret Wars.
What issue's that?
This is issue 5. It's newsstand. That must have been why I got it done, and it was in really nice shape.
The X-Men Strike Back.
X-Men Strike Back at last.
Yeah, weren't they like screwing up like at the beginning, or they were like just played with bad luck or something?
Remember.
Went going wrong.
And this is not a Mike Zeck cover,
Oh,
and
it's
it's a little busy. It's not one of the most well-known ones. Who is this? Bob Layton. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, still a good cover.
Yeah.
But it's not the Mike Zeck covers, you know. So no idea what the grade's going to be on this. I think it was still worth getting done with that newsstand. So 9.6. Let me know in the comments if you think I should resubmit issue number 1.
You're doing great other than that.
Wait, I got to look at something else. Oh, it was a direct edition, not a newsstand.
You
If
think
it
that
was a
matters
Yeah.
with the grade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, by 1985, the majority of stuff was going to comic stores. It does matter to the grade. It matters to collectors.
All right.
I've never bought a book based on being the newsstand.
All right.
I don't care.
Okay. Like mine happened to be a newsstand. Like I said, I just grabbed it. So,
But in 1982, there were way more newsstands than there were
okay.
direct editions.
all right.
But by 1984 and 5, the switch had started
changed.
over.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we switched from buying at stores to buying at.
Yeah, we did.
We bought it at the pharmacy, but then we were buying at that convenience store that we lived in and on the way home, walking home from,
Yep.
from junior high school.
Yeah.
So I think that was 6th, 7th grade or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I used to buy them. So, all right. Well, I think that is enough out of us for video part number 1.
All right.
Video part number 1.
A.
I'm not going to ever script these things, but sometimes I don't know. My brain works faster than my mouth. So stick around. We've got another 7 or 8 books, 6 or 7, whatever it is, books left, including another one from Bill's collection that he got slabbed.
Mhm.
So we appreciate you joining us. Again, I'm Randy, and this is Swarm of Comics.
And I'm Bill, and this is Swarm of Comics.
And we are the Bronze Age Boys. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's going to be a thing now.
All right. That's cool.